I wanted to talk to Walter White.
You
I don't need no public defender. I'm blind. 99% blind. I can't see. I can't see. I have a prescription for medical marijuana. I'm a blind man.
He was convinced that medical staff was trying to assault him by implanting the dentures. But he does have a long criminal history and assaultive behavior.
I would like to request a PR bond.
So this feller here may or may not be older than God, but he for sure is 99% blind. It seems like he's also 99% crazy, so clutchers, get out your pearls, you're gonna need them. He, along with his social caseworker, were at U of M School of Dentistry for fitment of his dentures. They say he wigged out because he felt like the doctors and students were assaulting him during his procedure, and he reacted. Going to the dentist does feel like an aggravated assault, and the worst part is, you have to pay to have the tooth Nazi batter your face, half the time leaving you drooling and unable to speak with wads of cotton shoved up in there. So I get it, I really do. But this guy, he won't talk to the public defender because he wants his own lawyer, Walter White.
You're goddamn right.
Let's roll, nerds.
Good morning, Mr. Williams. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm Magistrate Garwood. I'm going to be handling your case today.
Antonio Jose Williams.
Thank you. And Mr. Williams, it's my understanding that you didn't want to talk to the public defender. Is that correct?
I wanted to talk to Walter White. I called him last last winter.
Okay, well, Mr. White isn't available this morning. So we have the public defender available to you.
Well, I don't need no public defender.
So they can assist you until Mr. White becomes available. Would you like to do that? You can meet with the public defender and talk to her for a few minutes. And then the public defender can assist you until we can see if you're going to be able to retain Mr. White.
Well, I can retain Mr. White, but it's between me and Mr. White.
Right. And so until you're able to get in touch with him, would you like the public defender to assist you so that you have an attorney? You've been charged with a very serious felony, and it might be helpful to you to have an attorney this morning.
But I don't want a public defender.
It would just be temporarily until you're able to retain Mr. White. You just want to proceed by yourself?
Well, to be honest with you, I had no idea what to do.
Okay, so I would encourage you to speak with the public defender this morning. She's here, she's in our Zoom call. You can speak with her, and then she can make bond arguments on your behalf because this is a very serious charge, and the prosecutor has actually requested that you post a really high bond. So it would probably be a good idea to have counsel assist you this morning. So Mr. Williams, I'm going to put you into a breakout room with Ms. Anderson, and you guys can talk privately, and then we'll bring you back into the meeting in just a minute. Okay? Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I could do that.
All right, so we'll do that right now, and you'll speak with her in just a moment.
No.
Thank you, sir. So he probably said he didn't want to.
He'll need to be pushed back into, he's adamant that he does not want counsel or to provide any information, Your Honor.
Okay, so be it. For the record, Ms. Anderson has come back and advised the court that Mr. Williams does not wish to speak with her. So Mr. Williams, you just want to represent yourself today?
No, I have to seek counsel. A lawyer, but
right.
There ain't no sense of seeking a public defender.
We just had you talk to Ms. Anderson. She's the public defender.
Well, there ain't no sense of talking to a public defender. There's going to be charges back on the people that are pressing charges on me. There ain't no sense of.
Okay, so you want me just to proceed without the public defender, and you'll retain Mr. White when you retain Mr. White?
Well, I would like to talk to Mr. White.
Right, but I can't make that happen. You're going to have to do that yourself.
I'm blind now. Do you see what I'm saying? When it's assault, you say,
Don't talk about the events, okay? Let me advise you of your rights. You have the right to remain
Okay.
silent. Mr. Williams, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used.
99% blind.
Okay, Mr. Williams, can you listen to what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say, do you understand your rights?
Yeah.
Okay, so you will have to notify Mr. White. You'll have to be in touch with him on your own behalf if you wish to retain him. And I'm not going to sign a referral today for the public defender. You understand?
Yes.
Okay. And how about a telephone number? Do you have a phone number that you use, Mr.
Don't know
Williams?
which I don't know which one of my phones is operating right now.
Okay, you'll have to get in touch with us and let us have a phone number, okay? And if there's an email, get that to us as well, okay?
Okay.
And then if there's any change to that contact information, you'll have to advise the court as well. Do you understand?
Change to what contact?
If your address, email, or telephone number change, you're going to have to notify the court.
Well, yeah, I'll
Is he frozen? No. Okay. Okay. Mr. Williams, you are here today on a new complaint. The complaint alleges that on or about July 16th of 2024, that you were at 1011 North University in the city of Ann Arbor. It's alleged that you did make an assault upon Maria Hancox with the intent to do great bodily harm less than the crime of murder or by strangulation. That is a felony. It carries a maximum penalty, 10 years in prison or $5,000. Do you understand the charge and the maximum penalty?
yes.
Thank you. The court will have you stand mute. I'll enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. I'm going to schedule you for your next court date. That is going to be a probable cause conference. Do you understand?
Well, gotta have people. I'm gonna have to have people help me do all this because, like, I can't see.
Okay.
I
So you-
can't see to use a phone.
Okay. Well, it's in.
Blind.
It's
I've been blind 9 years, 9 years.
okay. Well, your next court appearance is live and in person at the 14A1 District Court. So you're welcome to use whatever resources you need. We are happy to let the court know that you may need accommodations as a result of your condition. We're happy to do that.
Is there any way I could get a PR bond for this?
I'm going to hear from the prosecutor first, and then you're welcome to make whatever bond arguments you would like. But we're going to hear from the prosecutor first. Ms. Woods, if you want to put your appearance on the record, and then you're welcome to make your bond arguments.
Tiffany Woods for the people. So, Judge, the victim in this case, she's Avalon housing caseworker, and she's the defendant's caseworker. What happened was they were at the School of Dentistry in Ann Arbor, and it is true that Mr. Williams is 99% blind, and apparently he's also been diagnosed as a schizophrenic. So he became upset while they were at the clinic. He was convinced that medical staff was trying to assault him by implanting the dentures. So when they were leaving the clinic area, they went to the elevator. And when they were in the elevator, that's when the defendant attacked the victim. He grabbed her from behind. He wrapped his arms around her and slammed her to the floor. And then when she was knocked down on the floor, he got on top of her and grabbed her by her hair and began bashing her head back and forth on the floor, and that caused a neck injury. She never lost consciousness, Judge, but she was very fearful because it was just those two in the elevator. When he was on top of her and she was on the ground, he told her that he was going to hurt her more, and he could if he wanted to. So she did suffer from scratches on her neck. She had a possible adenoid fracture, and she had a cervical sprain. And he also pulled out some of her hair. We're asking for a no contact with the victim, Maria Hancox. We'd ask for a no-go to her home and to her employment. We are asking for a $100,000 surety bond in this case, Judge, based on the fact that it was a violent assault. She was hurt, possibly suffered from a fracture. And then we'd ask for all of the other standard conditions of bond, Judge. No assaultive, stalking behavior, no drugs, alcohol, marijuana, firearms. And that's what we'd be asking for. Thank you, Judge.
Medical marijuana.
Thank you.
Blind man. I have a prescription for medical marijuana. I'm a blind man.
Go
And
right
Judge,
ahead.
I just wanted to add one other thing, and it's not uncommon based on the mental health history, but he does have a long criminal history and assaultive behavior, which is another reason why the people are concerned that he could very well do things like this again, even if has the vision problems and things like that, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Williams, if you want to make a bond argument, you're welcome to make that bond argument. Just remember, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. Is there anything you'd like to say, sir?
I would like to request a PR bond due to the fact that worse, a blind man ain't, this all ain't as it looks for the reason it looks as it looks or said or any of that. That due to my cases that will be against her, I'm limited on what I can say.
Thank you, sir. Based upon the information presented to the court, I'm going to set the following conditions for you. You're not to use, purchase, or possess any alcohol, any recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. Do you have a current medical marijuana card?
I have a caregiver.
So do you have a prescription for marijuana?
Well, yes.
You have an active medical marijuana card.
I don't know how I can either go in person or I can have somebody else go there for me.
Okay, what I'm asking you is,
What I'm saying is I don't.
so Mr. Williams, do you have a
Yes, I
prescription?
have a current marijuana card.
Okay, so no recreational marijuana. You can use your prescription as it's written by your doctor. You're not allowed to leave the state without prior permission of the court. You're required to appear for all of your court hearings and other places as directed by the court. All of your conditions, they will exist whether you're in custody or out of custody. They will remain in full force and effect until changed by the court. Again, you must appear for all of your court hearings and you must notify the court if there's any change to your contact information. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Based upon the nature of the allegations in this case, the charges are quite serious. The allegations are that someone was injured badly. The further allegations are that you indicated to her that you could have broken her neck. And that you intended to harm her more before the injuries stopped. It appears to have been unprovoked. The court is seriously concerned for her safety and the safety of the community at large. This was a caseworker who it is believed was trying to assist you, transporting and such, and overseeing your medical care. As a result of that, I do believe it is appropriate for the court to set a cash bond in order to ensure everyone's safety. In this case, so I am going to set the cash bond $100,000, cash or surety, no 10% privilege. I believe that's appropriate in a circumstance such as this. Ms. Woods, anything else we need to address?
No, Judge, I know that you did give him the PCC date. Could you give that to me again?
Yep, they're the same for everybody. on June 26th at 9 a.m. All right, Mr. Williams, anything further?
I won't be able to do nothing. I'm blind without being able to leave jail.
I understand that. And I've set a bond that I believe will keep everybody safe. So if you can't post that bond, if you can't post that bond, you're going to remain in custody. The fact that
my money, it can criminally keep me from getting my money, so I can't place that bond.
no, you're entitled to, if you need to make a phone call, the jail staff, they'll have to make accommodations for you. So if you want to make a phone call and see if somebody's able to get that money for you to post your bond, you're welcome to do that. But the fact that you're blind doesn't entitle you to a personal recognizance bond. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions for me?
No.
All right. Then you can stand up and go to the door. All right. Anything else we need to address today, Ms. Woods or Ms. Anderson?
Nothing from the people.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right. Then we will see you both tomorrow. Thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoy watching this content, please like and subscribe. It helps new channels like this one gain exposure. There is a lot more good court to come, so if you like what you saw, tell your friends. If you didn't, tell me, and let me know what you'd like to see and how I can improve. Thanks.